All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our live. I'm so happy to be here with Carla. Thank you for being here. I'm Coach Narit, the owner of Fit with Narit and the creator of the Midlife Makeover program. So first of all, for every comment that we get, Carla is getting $1 towards Chick-fil-A. So give her some love, give her some fire emojis. Let us know if you're watching here live or on the replay. Give her just, it's really hard to like be vulnerable and get on here. So we're so proud of you. Okay. Carla, tell us who you are, all about your family, where you're from. Give us everything.
Gotcha. I'm Carla Treviso, and I've lived in Colombia since I was 2, and I'm 57 now. So, very long time. I'm retired, but I spent over 25 years doing physical therapy in the area, 15 of it at Howard County General. So, it's for the people local. Totally get it. I've been here forever. I have 4 kids. They're all adults, 21 to 35. One's married. My husband works in Northern Virginia, so we're looking towards moving soon, hopefully. But
That's a drive.
yeah, it's a drive. So I enjoy traveling and hiking and being outdoors and but then I also like sedentary things too, which is a problem because I enjoy genealogy and writing letters and reading. So all these things are sedentary, but then I like to go outside and walk and, like I said, hike. I love swimming. So um that's about it. I have, family still in the area, and so I feel pretty blessed.
So, first of all, I love that. And I love my sedentary stuff too. Like I love binge watching TV shows. So, um, okay, so the photos, your before and after photos are blowing people away like that, like especially your midsection. So, but let's go back. Tell us what was going on with your health prior to starting the Midlife Makeover program.
So I had earlier in the year, last year, I was always pre-diabetic for a few years, and then I officially was diagnosed in the spring. And my daughter was getting married in Hawaii in October. And so I attempted to like not lose weight, but I was thinking about, oh, I need to be healthier. But I obviously I didn't commit. So after the wedding, um, my birthday was in October, I realized like I need to do something. I'm retired. I have no excuses not to be doing things that are good for me. And my nieces have started to have children. So I'm playing with little kids, and I want to be able to do that because I'm close to my family and the next generation's coming up, and I want to be able to be active with them. So
I love that. I love that. So there's been so many wins for you since joining, but what would you say are your biggest wins since you started our program?
honestly, my biggest win, and the reason why I wanted to just commit, it wasn't about the weight. It was I really wanted to get my A1C levels down. I want to hopefully get off diabetic medication. And my biggest win is that, I went recently and had blood work done, and I lowered my A1C. It's not perfect, but it's better than, you know, it's been in 2 years, and I've lowered my medication. So obviously the weight loss is great because that helps with being diabetic. And um, I haven't been this weight. I had my youngest when I was late 30s, and I know I never weighed this much after he was born. So he's 21. So
So 21 years.
it's been a while that I've been, you know, short and short and round.
That's awesome. Carla, so before you started on this journey with us, what did you have any like concerns or any doubts? Did any fears creep in before?
Actually, I didn't. Um, I mean, I didn't. I was kind of at my wits end of myself of like, you have the time, the energy, the resources. Um, I didn't have doubts. I guess the only doubts I had were you kind of focused, not you didn't focus on weight loss. You were asking my goals were and just if I could envision. And I just thought, I don't know if I'll really lose that much weight. I just care about getting healthier and being accountable for exercising regularly. I didn't think a lot of the eating part of it or that part. I figured I'll just see what that's about. So it wasn't a concern. It was more like curiosity. Um, but it all works all together. And again, I'm not sad about the weight loss. It's definitely, improved my health in a lot of ways. So
So, in talking about all those things in food, because a lot of people get very nervous about nutrition. They're afraid they're going to be hungry. They're afraid they're not going to be able to like eat their favorite foods, or like, that we tell you to, like, you could never have certain things. Is that something that we ever did for you? Is that
no, that's what was so. Again, I went with the open mind and I thought, I know I need to eat healthier, but knowing nothing is off limits and I've still lost weight and it's just about choices I make for myself and thinking ahead or just realizing like when I went on my first vacation and I came home 2 pounds less and I maintained during the holidays because I started in late October and that blew my mind because I enjoyed Thanksgiving. I enjoyed my family and stuff during the holidays. But I was making better choices and yeah, it just blew my mind because I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. And I didn't miss out on anything. I got to be with my family. I got to eat, I had all four of my children home which is very rare. And we enjoyed meals out and yeah. And I don't like to cook and I'm finding that this is very easy to get what I need in if I plan because I would rather just not plan, but I know that keeps me energized so I can do what I need to do.
yeah, that's so relatable. So I love that because I'll just let you speak because I think a lot of women think if they are going to lose weight and lower the A1C, it has to be very restrictive. We can't enjoy the holidays, all this stuff. So, what changed from a mindset perspective for you? What has changed?
Honestly, um, there's the choices are mine. Like I choose what I put in my body. Um, I'm making a choice every time, and I can choose things that I like and still be okay with it. Because I guess when I first, because we used to go out a lot. My husband likes to go out, and but I started realizing like I wasn't eating the bread because I didn't need it because I don't want the bread. I mean, I might have a bite, but or when he gets appetizers, I started taking just a bite. So now we don't even get appetizers. Like he's realized like, oh, we don't need that because we're not eating it. Um, and I don't miss it. And the other mindset thing is that donut you can get a donut another day. You don't need it today if you've already decided to have, something else that you prefer that is in your plan. But yeah, that thing of knowing like you don't need that pizza because there's pizzas around all the time.
Yeah.
But like that mindset has really like, oh, I'm good. I had a donut before and I don't need it now and I don't really want it. It's just because it's there doesn't mean I have to have it. That mindset has been big for me, I guess. Just knowing like, oh, it's a choice. Like, and donuts will always be here. But I also know they're not good for me because I'm diabetic. So there you go.
That is so helpful because for me, like I love certain foods. Like I love bread. So that's my choice to have bread. But if you don't love that, it's not worth it. So that's why, like when I talk about, we customize like what works for you, we find out what works for you. So
Exactly.
again, like, yeah, that's so interesting.
And well, also the mindset also is that I learned with life's ups and downs or the holidays or just stress that it's okay if you don't have the best day or you don't make good choices. It doesn't ruin your life. It doesn't ruin the program. It doesn't ruin the progress you've made. It's okay to, but you just the mindset of, you know what? That wasn't a disaster. I didn't ruin myself. Okay, just now I need to make a better choice for my next meal or whatever. That was big too, just hearing that over and over. Like, it's okay to live life and deal with stress, but if you know, have a bump, you just get back. And it's very easy if you have that mindset of realizing it's not all or nothing. So,
Yeah, it's like we guarantee that you will have a bump. Like we
that,
guarantee, like I remember saying, I say that on every call, every discovery call I have is like, you will have a day. Like I guarantee that. And anyone who tells you you don't is lying to you. Like I am not here to lie to anyone. So I love that you said that. It's all about how you pick yourself back up, and we're here to aid you with that, right?
yes. Oh, yeah.
Um,
Yes, very much.
I mean, that's just the thing. Like, we know life happens, right? Even it's just a Tuesday. It's
Yes.
like whatever it is. What past experiences have you had when trying to lose weight?
I mean, if I'm honest, the only thing I really done was Noom, but in my early 40s, I started doing triathlons and running. And I just in my head thought that, oh, I'll lose weight doing that. But honestly, that's the worst time to try to lose weight because you're trying to fill your body with the nutrients it needs for all the activity. Um, so I think total I lost 4 pounds. Like, I mean, I was strong as heck and I was very fit. Um, but, so that was kind of an attempt to lose weight. But honestly, I was in my head, I'm like, oh, I don't diet. I just need to change the way I eat. I just need to change the way I eat. But I wasn't doing it. So, and the Noom helped a little bit, but no, it didn't stick with me. So,
What is like what makes this stick? Like what is your favorite part of this program? How is it different than other programs?
I think for me personally, I need the accountability. Um, and I need to hear all the things that I already know over and over again. And now it's starting to actually sink into my brain. Like,
Yeah.
I know I make choices about what I put in my mouth, or what I do with my body, like exercise or not exercise, or move or sit. And what this program does is there's a community, number one. Number two, you and Sarah are just so positive and real. Like, again, yes, okay, you had a bad day, but you know what? It's great that you did this instead, or think about this, or you give us, myself things to focus on. And again, I'm not perfect and I don't do it all the time, but those are for me, I feel like I'm in control. And you guys are there to back me up and help me out. And but I think, this is starting to be my lifestyle. So I'm 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 very grateful, and I'm kind of nervous about when I'm not part of it, but I also think that I mean, and just having the accountability all the time. Like, I'm not going to be 90 and doing this. So
Right, right, right.
that part, but I think the biggest part is just the positivity, the education, like things I know but need to hear in a different way. Um, and again, you guys just being accountable to myself, like being real, like the accountability sheets. Like, I need to think about what I'm writing because, it only helps me to be honest. And then I have to see how, oh, I really didn't do that well this week on this. Like, get with the program. in my program.
Right, right, right. I love that. So you know, we we have so many women that we work with, and it's, closely, and they are getting their goals, they're getting their results, even like things they didn't think they get. Like for you, weight loss wasn't even the goal,
Correct.
and it just came naturally. So what would you say to someone following us, and been following us for a long time, or just saw us and they're thinking about doing the program, but they haven't pulled the trigger yet? What would you say to someone like that?
I would say honestly that you're you can't buy health, but if you're not healthy and taking care of yourself, you need to think about that, and you're worth the investment of making just bettering your lifestyle and life. And this helps with that, like the accountability, the education, the like learning that you do style. I have the menu that I like, or I eat the things that I like I'm not going to eat, donuts aren't my thing, but other people like donuts. Ice cream's my thing. So
Right.
I still eat ice cream, but I don't know, I just feel like I'm worth the investment of myself, and I hope the other women feel the same. And I know that that's hard because when I was raising my four kids, I always took the back seat, like their needs were ahead of mine, but that's not always the best because I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't, I just wasn't as present as I could have been because I wasn't healthy, and so anyways, I would say think about what you're worth to you and your family, and um, it's it's a good investment to have good health and to be part of a community that is on the same path, and you have the same, you know um same goal, in the sense that you always are going to uplift yourself, and everybody just wants to be the better version of themselves. So I don't know, I'm not very good at talking, but that's sort of what I.
I love that. I love because we are, the community aspect is so important to touch about. We got that a lot, like, how positive we are,
Hmm.
and, women lifting each other up. So I'm so glad that you said something about that, because I think that's really important as women to lift other women up, and,
Hmm.
spending time like with people who are lifting you up is so important, because show me the five people you spend most time with, I can show you your future, right? That is just the truth. And I want to really thank you so much for coming here and just being honest, being vulnerable. That is who we are also. That's also a big, huge part of being accountable and of being super successful. So, we know now is a really good time, right? Summer is coming. If you are ready to make a change your life, show up for not only other people in your best way, but for yourself, right? To feel good, get those numbers down. If you're listening to Carla and you're like, look, I also want to bring my A1C down. I want to get off and lower my meds. Or you know what? I want to lose 15 to 20 pounds permanently by summer and lose my belly fat, fit back into my old clothes without dieting, right? Without doing crazy workouts, but just doing things that are sustainable, maintainable, and not go another summer feeling bad. PM us, make a change, and we will have a conversation that is not, you're not committing to anything. You're just having a conversation. So don't forget to comment and like this post, because for every dollar Carla gets, for every comment, Carla gets $1 towards Chick-fil-A. Carla, thank you
Thank
so much for taking the time today. Have the best day ever, and we'll
you
talk
too.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.